Hello, you're watching NewsX and I'm Vaishali Kohli. A woman identified as RWA President Rachna Yadav has been shot dead in broad daylight in northwest Delhi's Shalimar Bagh area. The incident occurred around 11 a.m. when police received information about a firing incident. According to the police, unidentified assailants shot the woman in the head at close range, killing her on the spot. In a significant development, police revealed that Rachna Yadav's husband, Vijendra Yadav, was murdered in Bhalswa village in 2023, and her murder appears to be linked to the case. Rachna was allegedly a key witness in her husband's murder case, which had happened in 2023, and was actively involved in pursuing her husband's case. In an attempt to fight for justice, she had even taken it up to the Supreme Court. The daylight murder is in one of Delhi's prime localities, has raised serious concerns about safety in the national capital. Meanwhile, let's take you through the 2023 murder of Rachna Yadav's husband and the prime accused, as the two cases are believed to be closely interlinked. Let me walk you through those details, viewers. Now we're talking about the Vijendra Yadav murder case. That's the husband, that's the wife. Rachna Yadav's husband, Vijendra Yadav, was a property dealer. That is, of course, an image of the couple there. Vijendra was murdered on 22nd May 2023 in Bhalswa village in Jahangirpuri. Investigation revealed the murder was committed due to a personal rivalry. The crime branch arrested two accused, Sanju Yadav and Sandeep Pawar. Vijendra Yadav and the accused, Sanju Yadav, had been in a rivalry for a year and a half. Vijendra had reportedly threatened to kill Sanju, after which the two accused conspired to murder him. Vijendra's daughter alleges 6 murderers behind her father's death, many absconding. Vijendra's wife, Rachna, had been fighting a legal battle over his murder. Now, who are the accused? Sanju Yadav, aged 31, had a long-standing dispute with Vijendra Yadav. The dispute intensified during 2022 municipal corporation elections in Delhi. Sanju's brother won a councillor's post on an AAP ticket. Vijendra contested for the same seat on a Congress ticket. Police, now during the elections, Vijendra had tried to threaten Sanju's group, arrested by Delhi Police Crime Branch. Long-time business partner of Sanju Yadav, arrested by Delhi Police Crime Branch. All right, now we have, all right viewers, so this is all of the details that we have. And now we are joined by Advocate Ellen Rao, former DCP, Special Cell, Delhi Police. And I also have with me Brinda Adige, social activist. I want to first go across to Advocate Ellen Rao. Now, Mr. Rao, this is a shocking case, but what is even more shocking is that this woman is shot in a prime locality in Delhi in broad daylight. What is the kind of law and order situation in Delhi NCR?
Good evening, ma'am, and to my co-panelist Adige, to all your viewers. Really, this is a very shocking incident, and the woman has been killed in broad daylight in a very posh locality. You can say Rohini is not that locality where the murder has been committed. It's a very posh locality, and in that case, there is a broad daylight murder like this. That too, the witness of a murder case who want to pursue her case, the case of her husband, that is becomes more serious in this manner, because the allegations which have been alleged in that murder case of her husband, definitely that was rivalry, and this case is also seems to be connected with that, and maybe because of rivalry by the accused persons. We'll have to check whether these accused persons are on bail or not in this case, in that murder case, because 2.5 years have passed in that. As you said, it was case of 2nd May of 2023, and the accused persons, whether they are in bail or they are in jail or on bail, that is to be seen by the police. And if they are out on bail and they are her statement, that Rachna Yadav's statement has not yet been recorded in that case, definitely that more it becomes more serious, because the accused persons, if they are involved in this case, they might be deterring that she do not give any statement to the before the court against them. So all these points are to be investigated. More importantly than that, the CCTV footage of that area are to be analyzed to see whether any clue about the vehicle, because they have been stated to be ran away from the spot after committing this murder, and then just to find out their identity in any CCTV. I think the police might have got right till now, because the Delhi police is very strong in that investigation point of view. But definitely this also raised the question on law and order situation, because this type of cases definitely demoralize morale of the general public, and then they think that in such cases, if this type of incident is seen by the residents of that area, or more particularly the residents of all Delhi or in India, that NCR, that the people have dared to commit such type of daylight murder, then definitely the image of police goes down. But I think it is a case of enmity, and the police will definitely work it out, and after working out, and that all motive will be revealed, and the detail of the accused persons will also be revealed to the general public. So let us wait and watch about the investigation, what comes out of the investigation in this case. Ma'am.
I want to go across now to Brinda Dige, social activist. Brinda, the question that's coming to my mind is that given the fact that Rachna Yadav was a key witness in her husband's murder case, the question is, was she ever provided police protection? And if not, why? What do you have to say for that?
Absolutely. That is the first question that should be asked, because her husband's murder, the police is investigating. 1982, we have the law, and NALSA has given its guidelines of victim and witness protection, and Rachna Yadav falls squarely as one of the cases very strong support to have been extended by the police. So why haven't the police extended that support? A. B. If the police have been investigating since 2013, we are looking at it today, nearly 12 years down the line. What has happened to the police and its investigation of arresting, apprehending, or even tracing who are the murderers, the killers of her husband? Which means the police are not doing a good job. Unprofessionalism may be one of them. Shoddy work, another one. But the most important is there is strong political and influential people behind these murders. And so the state government, the union government, both have to take responsibility for it. And let us not forget, like Mr. L.N. Rao pointed out, this is from the area, the RWA area, where the chief minister, the present chief minister of Delhi hails from. So what is the kind of protection for citizens in that place where the chief minister's residence also is over there? Complete breakdown of law and order. But imagine the dangerous situation that citizens are. One is the ordinary citizens who are in such a dangerous situation, almost terror-like situation. Two is a case registered, the key witness is fighting a case in the Supreme Court, and the police have not lifted a finger. And that is why we need to register a case against the police and also pull them to court to say why the services of the concerned police station, the jurisdiction police station, must not be terminated.
I'd request my guests to stay on with me. I have Arzu Seth live from the spot in Shalimar Bagh. Arzu, over to you for all the details.
Well, definitely a very shocking incident that is being reported from the Shalimar Bagh, which is also the constituency.
Reported from the Shalimar Bagh, which is also the constituency of the Chief Minister, and also there are a lot of questions being raised as far as the security and law and order is concerned. But right now I am at the same place where the incident has happened, where the Rachna Yadav has been killed in the morning in the day bold light, and also we also have some of the neighbors of Rachna Yadav. सतीश जी, क्या कुछ हुआ था? पूरा इंसिडेंट आप हमें जैसे बता रहे थे, एक बार बताइएगा क्या कुछ पूरा
ऐसा हुआ था। यहाँ पे एक लेडी की डेथ हो गई थी, डेथ हो गई थी, और यहाँ पे कुटिया में मत्था टिकवाने लाए थे वो। रचना जी भी उनके साथ ही आई गेट तक। अच्छा। तो उसके बाद में मेरे साथ ही थी वो, जस्ट पहले गोली लगने से जस्ट पहले। अच्छा। तो मैं अपने घर चला गया, वो उधर से हाथ धो के और अपने घर आ रही थी। वहाँ हमारे यहाँ एक धोबी ठेला वो लगाता है, रेडी पटरी, तो वो भी नहीं आया था अभी। तो 2 गोलियां मारी हैं एकदम निशाना साध के, और वही
दूर से मारी गई हैं या बिल्कुल पास से?
बिल्कुल पास से। अच्छा। स्कूटर पे आए थे वो।
अच्छा, कितने बजे का मामला होगा?
11 बजने 10 मिनट।
अच्छा।
उसके बाद हाँ,
तो आपने स्कूटर वगैरह देखा था, नंबर वगैरह?
नहीं, मैं तो चला गया था ना मैडम। अब मैं इधर से चला गया, वो उधर से घूम के हाथ पैर मुंह धो के, प्याऊ है वहाँ पे, प्याऊ से हाथ पैर धो के मुंह धो के आई। तो जैसे धोबी के पास पहुंची है, 2 स्कूटर वाले आए थे, 2 थे, एक स्कूटर पे 2 बंदे थे, उन्होंने आगे फटाक करके 2 गोलियां मारी।
आप कैसे जानते हैं रचना यादव?
मेरी पड़ोसन है और RWA की प्रधान है यहाँ की। हम आप दीदी बोलते थे उसको।
उनके हस्बैंड का भी मर्डर हुआ था
जी, बलसवा डेयरी में रहते थे पहले ये। अच्छा। और कोई प्रॉपर्टी का चक्कर था वो इनका। अच्छा। और उस चक्कर में इनकी डेथ हुई थी।
अच्छा। और आप बता रहे थे कि कल इनको गवाही देनी थी इस पूरे मामले में?
हाँ जी, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में केस चला था उनका, और ये मेन एविडेंस है। अच्छा। मुख्य गवाह थी। हाँ, उसी चक्कर में गवाही ना दे पाए तो इनको गोली मार दी।
So Vaishali, what we are getting to know from the ground, what the neighbors are telling us, that she was the main, also the, as we can say, she has to record her statement. She has to go for giving the statement in the Supreme Court tomorrow. And before that, the incident happened. And this is the particular house of Rachna Yadav. She was also the RWA President of this particular area. And also, as you can see, a lot of people have gathered outside the home of the Rachna Yadav. And this is the particular lane which is being said where she was shot dead. At this place only, the police have barricaded this area. This is the particular area that has been barricaded by the Delhi police. Will also like to have a conversation. आप लोग यहीं रहते हैं? आप लोग यहाँ रहते हैं? नहीं, यहाँ नहीं रहते। मिलने आए हैं? हाँ जी, मिलने आए हुए हैं। क्या कुछ आप लोगों को पता चला और क्या लग रहा है कुछ?
नमस्ते मैडम, उनके घर के ज़्यादा बता पाएंगे इस बारे में। हम तो अभी आए, मैं तो बाहर था, तो हमें पता लगा तो किसी का फ़ोन आया तो आए हम मिलने के लिए। हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
तो रचना यादव जी को आप कैसे जानते हैं?
इनके हस्बैंड हमारे फ्रेंड थे। हाँ जी।
उनके हस्बैंड को भी इसी तरीके से मारा गया?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, बिल्कुल।
तो आपको लग रहा है कि उसी से कुछ लिंक?
हाँ जी, उसी से रिलेटिव है। इनकी गवाही थी, आज की वो कैंसिल हो गई थी, और अगले महीने में बता रहे थे इनकी बिटिया की गवाही थी, तो उसी गवाही के सिलसिले में गवाही ना दे पाए। हाँ जी।
आप लोगों को भी वही डाउट हो रहा है?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, बिल्कुल वही डाउट है।
So definitely, Vaishali, this that's similar. People are predicting that people are having some such suspicious that there might be because the police is also probing this matter linking up to the husband's murder that happened in 2023, and now Rachna Yadav killed in a similar manner. She was shot 2 times in a broad daylight, and at around 11 a.m. the incident happened. Yes.
Stay on with me, Arzu. I'll come back to you. Now, meanwhile, Rachna Yadav's daughter has spoken out after her mother's murder. The daughter has claimed that there were 6 murderers involved in her father's killing, linking the two cases together. She stated that the accused had gone on to murder her mother as she informed on them, as Rachna Yadav had been fighting a long legal battle linked to her husband's murder. Let's listen it.
मेरे पापा का केस जो है वो गवाही पे आ गया था। मेरी मम्मी जो है मेन गवाह थी, जिसकी वजह से उन्हें यहाँ पे उन्होंने मुखबरी करके मार दिया। मेरे पापा के केस में 6 कातिल थे। उन 6 कातिलों में से 5 या 4 पकड़े गए थे। एक मास्टरमाइंड है भरत यादव भलसवा का, बेकरी वाला, वो अभी भी फरार था। उसने ये साजिश करके मेरी माँ को मारा है। मैं प्लीज अपील करती हूँ कोर्ट से कि मेरी माँ और मेरे पापा दोनों को इंसाफ दिलाए और इन कातिलों को फांसी की सजा दे।
I have Mr. Ellen Rao, who's a former DCP, back with me. Now, Mr. Rao, my question is that if a key witness is murdered, how does it impact the ongoing trial related to her husband's killing?
Vaishali, look, if the key witness, if she was the eyewitness to that murder, that will definitely affect the trial of that case of her husband, definitely. But at the same time, that is to be also seen whether there is some other evidences also. And if those persons are involved in this case also, then definitely that trial will take a very serious turn, because the persons who are wanted in that case, as stated by her daughter, that one person was still absconding. And then if they can dare to do this type of murder in broad daylight, then definitely the trial judge will also see all these things linked with that case. And if that is the case, then in that case the accused person will have a definitely a very very hot water in that trial. So but I must correct Brinda Adigeji that police has already arrested those accused persons. They were involved in that husband's murder. They are and that is not a very forward 2 years. I think some months have passed, and that trial is going on. That evidence is not to be recorded in Supreme Court. The trial must be going on in the Sessions Court, and then her statement of Rachna Yadav was to be recorded before the Session Trial Court, where the case is pending trial. So this is the factual situation, and if this witness is not there, and that if it is proved that those persons were involved in assassination of this Rachna Yadav, then definitely the persons who are involved in that case, earlier case of harassment, they will definitely have some strong evidence against them, and that trial judge must be very serious in dealing with such type of criminals who can dare.
All right, I want to go across now to Brinda Adige, who's a social activist. Brinda, 2 men come on a bike, they shoot the lady in the head, and they ride off. Shooting somebody, killing somebody has become so easy in Delhi NCR. It's as easy as perhaps going to the market now. You and I have been discussing on multiple occasions about rapes, about assaults. What is happening to the law and order situation in the country, especially Delhi NCR?
No, with this shocking case, the only thing that we can understand is the brazenness with which culprits, murderers, rapists are on the loose, and the impunity with which they just continue to commit these crimes. And you pointed out in your introductory talk that it was at point blank range, which means there was no fear. There has been a lot of planning and plotting that has happened. And it is not just the 2 people on the scooter, but there might have been a series of people who have been giving information and saying, now she's moving, now she's coming, and this is the right time. But again, I come back to this question. Law and order is in shambles in Delhi NCR. Okay. But this is a case which is being heard in the Sessions Court and in the Supreme Court. So why was her initial 164 statement not recorded, or has it been recorded? if it has been recorded, and the threat to her life has been imminent, has been so close and so sensitive and grave, why did the police not extend her that protection? Because for that protection, it is not required that an order has to be passed. We already have the NALSA guidelines, the NALSA notification that the police and the District Legal Services Authority are responsible and in charge to ensure that the witness is protected. So why was this protection not extended to her? Why was this threat not identified and looked into seriously every time she went out? And we know the case is coming close by. So usually when the case is, the hearing date is closer, the protection is increased, the security is increased. So why was this not done by the Delhi police? That is a question I think we need to hold the police accountable for.
Brinda, please stay on with me. I'll come back to you. Now I have my colleague Arzu Seth live joining me from the spot in Shalimar Bagh where this happened. Arzu, take us through the latest developments.
Well, yes, you know what, the people are telling us that Rachna Yadav's husband was also shot dead in a similar manner, and the accused were, you know, there was one prime accused that was absconding and still was, you know, away from the police grip, and he might be one of the main accused in this case also. And also, as you can see outside the home also, there are a lot of people have gathered to meet the family members. And also, if we talk about the Rachna Yadav, she had been actively pursuing the case and had even approached the Supreme Court seeking the justice. And tomorrow, what we're getting to know from the neighbors, from the family members, that she has to record her statement tomorrow regarding her, husband's murder. And some of the accused in her husband's murder were still absconding. And this is the particular house of the Rachna Yadav. We are outside the home, and also it's very, you know, a case has been registered under the relevant section of the law at the Shalimar police station. What we're getting to know that the murder case has been registered and the team has been formed to track down the suspect. Police is examining the CCTV footage from the area and also questioning the people linked to both cases. Rachna Yadav is survived by her two daughters. Her elder daughter is married while the younger one is currently studying in school. And as we can also show you the CCTV camera that has been installed outside the house of the Rachna Yadav. So the police is also checking, and getting the footage of these CCTV cameras so that some visuals and the photo can be gathered of that point also when the incident happened. Yes.
All right. I want to go back to Brinda Dige, social rights activist, of course. Now, Brinda, this situation that has arisen really highlights the situation about organized crime in Delhi and contract killings in Delhi. That's one part of my question. The second part of my question is very grave, very important. What message does this incident send to women who dare to fight long battles for justice like this?
The first one, yes. Organized crime, I'm sure it is rampant over there. But we are also looking at, we call in our language supari. You give a contract to somebody and you can easily finish off that person. So what has the police done again? They should have looked at this entire case in its entirety and said there is a chance and a possibility where the husband has been murdered in this manner and the wife and the children are also in grave danger. So that is one thing that the police have to be held accountable for. But the second part of it is, what is the situation of citizens? Anybody who doesn't like anybody, somebody can just offer some money and they will be killed and murdered. Because we're looking at our court systems, which are not only tedious and cumbersome, but they are so long drawn that there is no fear of law. And with this whole fear of law that we are questioning is also the police and its capabilities on extending that confidence to the citizens that you are safe. And somewhere along the way, I think the police have never been held accountable. A lot of cases get filed in the Human Rights Commission and that come to court, but rarely are police pulled up. We might pull up some small fry, a constable here and a police officer, a sub-inspector over there, but not the entire lot who have been directly or indirectly responsible for something like this. And I think it is time that we hold these people accountable. But again, everything said and done. This particular Shalimar Bagh is also the current chief minister's residence. Should the police patrolling not be slightly higher? I'm not saying that she is, much bigger than all us other citizens, but should it not be slightly higher, where the police are vigilant, where patrolling is more stronger, where people feel more safe than, say, any other street? Delhi now looks like a place that anybody can shoot anybody at any given point of time if you just have some money and you don't like somebody, or you feel that somebody is a threat. This Rachna Yadav is certainly the only key witness, and which is she might have been the deciding factor for punishing. But you also pointed out that the key murderer, the key killer is still out there. And that killer cannot be functioning without political and influential patronage. So would the court want to go deeper into who these political patrons are? Will it go? Does it have the gumption to go?
Brinda, I just have to address this breaking. I'll come back to you. Now, NewsX has accessed CCTV footage of the 2023 murder of Rachna Yadav's husband.